Voices of the Anambra, our pride, our voice.
The Anambra South senatorial by-election was not just about filling a vacant seat. It was a test, a stress test for every major party against the November 8th elections. Yes, APGA won, but the bigger story might be what that win reveals. The strength or weakness of Soludo's political machine and the fractures inside the opposition. So, was this test a one-off victory or a preview of the gubernatorial election? And what does this tell us about how the race is shaping up? This is Voices of Anambra, and my name is Amaka Ezedebego. And with me here is the one and only Ada Enugu Agidi. Ada, how are you doing this morning?
I'm happy to be here once again. You look so amazing.
Thank you so much. I like this your top. MHI is in Abaki at Chinemia. Today, we are unpacking the politics behind a by-election that may have rewritten the script for November. And to dissect that, we have with us our one and only Chief Ima Nwachukwu, our senator-elect, Chief Onodugo. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome, sir. Onodugo Adire.
Happy to be here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Ahead. We've heard about this conclave, and we are wondering, what is this conclave all about? Can you forward this conclave, and what is it about?
Okay. First of all, I want to thank Anambra South people, for their overwhelming support to my party, APGA. It wasn't, because it's a by-election, and every off-cycle election is expected that there will be some voter apathy.
Okay.
But that didn't happen. People came out en masse and voted for the party of their choice.
Okay.
So I want to use this opportunity to first acknowledge that and thank them very much. Now, that's the first comment I have to make. Let me go to the issue of conclave. Mr. Governor, Professor Charles Soludo, CFR, Oluwatogu, was very clear that there are three ways that a candidate can emerge from a party. It could be through primaries, which is the one that we're used to. It could be through, the governor with a few stakeholders, coming together and pointing to one of the aspirants that I think has contributed immensely to the growth of the party. Okay? Mm-hmm. And that's popular within the ranks of the party. Or it could be like this novel idea, which is the same way that popes, emerge.
Yeah.
Which was why we used that term conclave.
Yeah.
To say amongst the aspirants, they should come together, look at themselves and say, if it wasn't me, who next would I consider?
Okay.
Yeah. Would be most suitable if I am not the one. So what they said, what it is about, the governor was very clear. He took time to explain these things to us. To the party hierarchy, he took time. Okay. And he said, you do not vote for yourself. Vote for this other person. Let me also use the opportunity to pay tribute to the prominent people, the aspirants. Okay, these are very solid people. Any of them would be very good as senatorial candidates of the party. And they would do as well as I have done. Okay, none of them is a pushover. None of them. Okay? And the beauty of this process is that it reduces acrimony.
Okay.
Other times what happens, particularly when you go for primaries, and people spend tons of money. Okay? 300 million, 400 million, and loses. They become implacable. It will be difficult. So that's what leads to the division within the parties. Okay? And you see...
You have aggrieved members.
Exactly. And they would then move to other parties to fight the candidate of their party. Okay? So it hasn't worked in the past 3 or 4 occasions. So this time, Oluwategu, Professor Charles Soludo,
Yeah.
CFR, looked at it and said, no, we have to do it differently.
Okay.
Okay? And we have to give him that credit. So we sat down and he explained to us, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I give each of you a piece of paper and you indicate who you would like, if you were not the one.
Yeah.
Nonsense.
And we all did, and the result was there, and it was clear. And that's how I emerged.
Wow. Wow.
Okay? I
Beautiful.
was selected by co-aspirants. And you know what is I cannot, sometimes, I owe those co-aspirants a lot. Each of them led my campaign in their various local governments.
Wow.
Amazing. That's
Yes.
a first.
Yes.
That's a first.
Yes.
Considering that we live in a state where if things like that happen, even if they don't want to, if they feel aggrieved, they might not support the candidate of the party. They would now support candidate of another party from the back. So we'll give it to you.
No,
you're
we'll
full
give
of
it to them.
grace.
Give it to my co-aspirants.
How
For
do
instance,
they say it in layman's parlance? You carry
carry
grace.
oh yes, this for us is a journey of grace.
Yeah.
That's what it is, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So I give God the glory. Let me
Okay,
give
sir.
you, before we just
Okay.
someone like Pascal Abodike,
Yeah.
eminently qualified. Okay, he took it in his stride. He went to his local government the day we went for a rally, used it for empowerment program to tell his people to support the candidate of the party.
Wow.
Okay, that day he gave out cars, gave out motorcycles, gave out,
Wow.
to support the candidate of the party.
Wow. And that's the beauty of this conclave.
That's the beauty
To
of the
make
conclave.
everybody come together to choose a particular person. So you know that onu ajakunu si onye ayagawa.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Chief Akaye Egwuonwu, Umebubago, my brother from Nnewi South.
Okay.
He led the campaign in Nnewi South, the word to word. Okay, as I yesterday we talked, we are going to meet again tomorrow. Never happened. Okay, Ike Nnewi did the same. Okay, Ebuka Onunkwo also did the same. Okay, so that, it brought members of the party together to fight for the candidates of the party.
Okay.
Unlike before, that different people will take sections of the party away to other parties.
And that will bring disunity.
Disunity, divisive everywhere, and so that
Okay, sir.
you'll see, yeah.
So now you've actually, said or talked about how these other candidates, came out with their strengths to support you. And that brings me to ask, if you hadn't emerged as the party's candidate, would you have in turn supported any other candidate that would have emerged?
First of all, let me state that the party is supreme.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And in going into the race, it was clear to me that I would either emerge candidate or someone else will emerge candidate. And I'd committed to it.
Okay.
Mr. Governor, in fact, about 2 weeks before this conclave, we had gone for a meeting at Ekulobia.
Yeah.
And he called all of us out to make a public proclamation there to say that whoever emerged
Okay.
amongst us,
Yeah.
that we will be ready and willing
To
to
support.
support that person. Okay? And so you had a crop of very good gentlemen, party members, party stakeholders, standing in front of party members and making, that undertaking. I will call it an undertaking.
Yeah.
We swore to it. So that's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're the senator-elect from Abga since 2002 in Anambra South Senatorial Zone.
Yes.
How does that make you feel? Do you feel the weight of what you're going to carry is so much? Are the shoes big? A lot of people are saying, now that Abga is winning since 2002, that a lot of things has to be done, that it's a jinx that has been broken. How do you feel about it?
Okay, first I accept and, say that yes, it was a jinx broken, and broken by a great Anambrarian, the governor.
Okay.
You see, if it wasn't for the strategies that he put in place, okay,
Yeah.
and the novelty of some of the structures, okay, that made me emerge as a candidate, we will not be as united as we were to go for that election.
Okay.
Okay, now there's a burden of huge responsibility, okay, on me, but it's again made easier by the fact that, the governor and the senator are from the same party.
Wow.
Okay?
Yeah.
One of the critical things that will happen is that when I get to the National Assembly, okay, within our caucus, we are going to try to ensure that APGA policy, is upheld.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay? Secondly, it makes it a lot easier for the governor to call up the senator,
Okay.
and say, these are some of the things I'd like you to do or to say. The governor wouldn't have done that with a senator from another party.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
this time, I am a member of the party, a loyal member of the party, who is very supportive of the governor's program. So I'm in tune with all the things that we are doing, the administration is doing. So if he says, look, in furtherance of this, Senator, I'd like you to do this for us within the Senate or outside the Senate, okay, to achieve so and so objective.
Yeah.
It will be so natural. It will just, flow. So that alignment alone,
Okay.
brings a lot of benefits to the to the constituents,
Okay.
to my constituents in the senatorial zone.
Okay. I have another offshoot from the question. You're winning the election. Do you believe that it is because the governor is doing well in Anambra, his governing principles, that people love him? That is it the love the people of Anambra have for APGA and have for the governor? Is that why you emerged victorious, or did you win because you are Onodugo?
I didn't win because I'm on Odugo. Let's put that by the side.
Okay.
Much of the credit, 75% of credit goes to the governor. Onya ka na-akpọ ọka o buru ụzọ.
Okay.
Okay? We went to campaign in the 7 local government areas.
Okay.
Okay? At the rallies, the governor was always there to campaign for the candidate of his party.
Okay.
And in each of those, it started with the flag off, okay, which was actually a flag off of the governorship campaign, but he used it to unveil the candidate for the senatorial election. Okay, that was where the national chairman handed me the party flag. And then we started to go from local government area to local government area. And each of them, the governor, came along, led the fight, led the charge, okay? And behind him was, we were, tooting his achievements, okay? And they were no mean achievements. Anambra State has not had it this good.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
We haven't. But whatever yardstick you use to measure, okay? Now, we have been having good governors, but we haven't had one as good
As this.
Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo. And, in all fairness, when we started, or when he started with that manifesto and said Dubai, Taiwan, people like us will say, well, it is politics. Now, even you sitting here know that it is possible.
Very possible.
It is
The foundations
possible.
that he has
He's laid the foundations.
Yeah.
And let me shock you. There's an infrastructure firm called CPCS, Canadian consulting firm.
Okay.
Okay, they've done the feasibility study about a light rail around Anambra.
Wow.
That would be the first.
Wonderful.
Okay? And to have done all this without borrowing money shows prudence. Okay?
Yeah.
And he inherited about 2 billion naira when he took over. It is down to 28 billion.
In debt.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
It's down to 28 billion. So you saw someone who is very methodical, who
And
knows
he
where
hasn't
he's
even
going.
borrowed a single
He
dime.
hasn't borrowed any kobo. You are dealing with a man that knows where he's going and knows how to get there. Okay, this governor had rejected a World Bank loan.
Yeah.
Okay, because he didn't like the terms and conditions of the loan. This is a former CBN governor. Okay, this is a governor that said, I will not borrow a dime until I know that the project will pay itself out. He doesn't want to put a burden on the people or the people, the administrations that will come after him.
Yeah.
So you are dealing with a solid man,
Yeah.
solid person. So, and you know, when we go to rallies, I always tell them I'm standing on the shoulder of a giant. Okay, so if you couldn't see me before, by
You see
standing
me
on
now.
his
You see you
shoulders,
now.
now you see me now. Okay,
Clearly.
Oh yes. So that's what I meant by 75% of it is running on the governor's record,
Okay.
and which is visible, which is touchable. So we're having a livable and prosperous Anambra today. It can only get better.
Okay. So, would like to know. I know you must have said so maybe during your campaigns, or one of the times you must have been addressing the people. But right here, would also want to know what exactly will you be doing at the Senate? Because Anambra South has missed quality representation from the analysis or from what we've been able to gather from the people. So we are asking, what difference are you going to make in Anambra South?
Thank you very much. First of all, you can't give what you don't have.
Yeah.
And a few days ago, I was in Abuja and I sat down with Senator Ikechukwu Obiora.
Okay.
Okay, together with CID Madabo.
Okay.
Those days were the glorious days of representation. They understood the issues. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, do you know your people where the people you want to represent? First of all, you have to know them.
Yeah.
You have to know what they will like.
Yeah. What they need.
Okay, their needs are. Okay, then you also have to have ideas. For instance, in this country, we have had power challenges. In the last 15 years, power generation had been stagnated at between 5,000 megawatts to 6,000 megawatts. Okay, what need to be done? In this country, the Western Rail has been built. The Eastern Rail has not been built.
Yeah.
Although, one of the requests before the National Assembly was for a loan, and I think it has been approved,
Okay.
for about $21 billion.
Okay.
In that, one of the things that are in that, uses of that loan includes the Eastern Rail.
Okay.
Yeah.
People fought for it. But these are some of the things that should benefit us. Okay? Once that rail is done, that Eastern Rail, from Port Harcourt or from the south-south through the southeast, through the north-central to the northeast, okay, to the ends of Borno, with a spur to Abuja. Okay, our people are very mobile.
Yeah.
They travel a lot. So you can imagine the huge benefit it will be to my constituents.
Yeah.
Anambra South has the highest concentration of businessmen and women, okay, all around the country. They're the biggest investors in every state that you can think of.
Okay.
Next to the indigenous people of that state.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can be sure that any product that is produced, if that business is not owned by someone from Anambra South, okay, they were part of the people that supplied the raw materials or the spares that used to maintain the machineries.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these are special people with special needs that you have, to think very creatively how best to craft policies or bills or motions that will suit them. So I have thought it through. These things are not done, in the face of camera.
Yeah.
But I can assure you that as an ex-banker who has done a bit of oil and gas, a bit of telecoms, a bit of power. I
Wonderful.
understand the issues, and that's one of the reasons I have continued to fight to get to the Senate to contribute to the national development.
Amazing.
A lot of people also think that, oh, you can have, sectoral development
Okay.
that Anambra South can develop on its own without the other, but that is not how development works. Development works in a situation where the tide lifts all the boats.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Anambra people are so resourceful and so industrious that once an opportunity is on the table, they will grab it first before another person. So my job is to make sure that those opportunities are presented.
Yeah.
Because I know that my people
Will grab
will grab it before any other person.
Okay.
Whether it is in the area of power, whether it's this rail
Yeah.
that
Okay.
will come. Let's say that you'll be there in 5 years.
Wow.
I already imagine. Okay?
Yeah.
I already imagine because my people are very creative. We are going to have land ports. We are going to have ports in Owerri, Aba, Onitsha, Enugu. We are going to have land ports. My people would not have to move to Lagos to clear their goods. They can clear their goods right here in Anambra State.
Yeah.
Voices of the Anambra, our pride, our voice.